Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I wanted to discuss something that's been on my mind for a very long time. There's water shortages throughout the world. Now, I know smart people are out there because they work for these big corporations and make tons of money, or they're in academia arguing with each other. But you know where a lot of the bright minds go? To the oil business. And instead of spending the money drilling for water that can go to Africa, that can create an entire infrastructure that would be the breadbasket of the world, but we would have to allocate resources of military to defeat the tyrants that steal the money, resources, and food that are sent for their people. Every government here is corrupt. South Africa is off the radar now because Nelson Mandela, but he's died, and there's still a lot of bigotry there as well. That's just a small part of Africa. They can grow things year round, but they need water. People are dying in Africa needlessly, and it's the same thing for India, the subcontinent. People are dying there needlessly. I think China is taking care of their own. Anyway, as we go around the globe, let's come back to Antarctica. You know, so you solve two problems with one, right? We build drills that I know they can, and a pipeline into Africa, which we can cultivate, teach, and train Africans to do things for themselves and depose these leaders, as opposed to the secret games that we've been playing with the Soviet Union, basically the entire world, playing spy games, selling the people a bunch of nonsense. I wonder how many untold trillions of gallons of fresh water are there. I have no idea. How much did it cost to drill all that oil since World War One, post World War One? The Middle East was split up by the so-called victors from a war that the Germans started again. Well, that's enough of the political commentary. In the background, there's a picture of Jesus Christ. This is my spiritual practice. He is my spiritual master. To me, respect your religion or non-religion. If you want to be an atheist, I was at one time. I have no judgment. I have my faith in this one, and I believe it's a very correct one. And I'm trying my best to do as he said. Protect those who are weaker than you. Feed the hungry. Clothe, just be good to one another. He said the only commandment is love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and treat each other the way you want to be treated. And then he went further by saying, treat each other the way I treat you. Now that's something that you either were there in his presence or that's something that was delivered to you supernaturally. It's never getting to metaphysics, and that's a whole different topic. So I wanted to keep the basically focused on this social issue, some spiritual issues, and the state of the world, and why aren't these wealthy trillionaires helping? Why are all these wealthy trillionaires dropping money and human blood there instead of dropping sweat and water where it'll be of good use to the entire world? I think that's a self-evident question. Why? Why doesn't Bill Gates write a check for that instead of testing vaccines on innocent children. Most of them die. He's a fraud, as is most of the super wealthy and powerful. But the world will spin and spin again, and life goes on as people die of malnutrition and bad water and a lack of safety. All the things Americans and Westerners take for granted. I really feel sorry when the day comes that there's an awakening and everyone sees their lack of action as they call themselves Christians. You know, calling yourself a Christian, it's like standing in church and calling, it doesn't make yourself a Christian. Standing in a church doesn't make you a Christian, just as much as standing in a garage makes you a car. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. Have a good evening or morning. God bless you. God pray for you. And Qigong came from God too. Yes, through the monks of China, but preserved down the centuries and now given to the world as a gift for their health, as well as all martial arts and fine cultivation for your soul. Good night. This is Sifu Fury.